that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care.
Look, I do care, but I don't care. My phone is always on me, but I'm not there. Notified, but it always coincides with something that overrides. On the grind over time, nobody gets no reply. That's bona fide, no disrespect. Screen's always lighting up like a cigarette. I save my writing for the symphonette. Here's the thing.
It wasn't my fault. You're not my problem.
Look.
But you got issues.
Hey.
Don't call me.
You said I should have texted you more often. If I would have wanted you to care. But can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care?
Why do you think this is? What you say doesn't match up with how you're leaving me on red and how you never pick up the number the telegrams on your phone. So you gotta be high candy crush go. Boy, you're wasting your time. But let me tell you that it wasn't my fault. You're not my problem. Boy, you got issues. Don't call me.
You said I should have texted you more often. If I would have wanted you to care. But can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care? And you say I should have texted.
Don't hold out for a text that you'll never get. Are you bitter yet, or is it jealousy? Fundamentally, there's nothing you could thread to top my lethargy. A message in a bottle, in that bottle in an ocean. And that ocean is no metaphor for my devotion, but I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy.
And you say I should have texted you more often. If I would have wanted you to care. But can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care?
Always, always on me.
What's up, people? Welcome. What's going on? What is going on? There's a lot I need to do. I gotta make a background. I gotta make like a be right back. Gotta make an end screen. I think I might make the end screen after this live stream, since I'm gonna be live streaming on here with like more darker content. In all honesty, I was supposed to live stream on Philtrum after dark, but YouTube gets in the way. Like I said, demonetization central with YouTube. Lately, with everything that they're doing, they're demonetizing a lot of people, including myself, or just not giving you any monetization. So it's a little bit tougher. But you just got to do what you got to do these days to survive. So I'm here on this channel. Used to be exclusively Daniel Larson content, but I started to switch it up and do everything else over here. So we're going to continue with that. So currently Daniel Larson is in jail. I actually checked a few minutes ago, still at the Douglas County Sheriff's jail. Under the inmate roster, there is still a Daniel Larson, so nobody has bailed him out or anything like that. Wait a second. He's out. I just checked again. Yeah, he's out there. I just checked again. And typically two names come up when I put in Larson as the last name. So the dude is out. This is breaking news. This literally just happened a couple minutes ago. I can show you. All right, let me share my screen. I'll show you. I literally just checked 30 seconds ago, and he's actually out of Douglas County Sheriff's. Yeah, there's no Larson there right now. What's up, Edna? What's up, Wig? How you doing? Welcome. All right, let me share my screen. We're gonna get into this bad boy, and like I said, I just literally did a search here. Let me share my audio. What I was doing, we're searching for Larson as a name, and only Ray Grant Larson came up. Before, a couple minutes back, maybe tops half an hour, you could search Larson and Danielle would show up. So there you have it. He's out at that county jail. I don't know what to tell you. Let's just get into the Walmart stuff. I do a little bit of digging behind the scenes. If you haven't, if you don't know about the Walmart incident, let me give you a little bit of backstory, right? So he freaked out at this Walmart for this Walmart incident where this was around the time he had a dog. Now he adopted the dog from the pound and said that it was a guard dog. The dog was not a guard dog, was never supposed to be a guard dog, doesn't have the temperament as a guard dog, but he was using the dog for protection, which was rather silly and ignorant. And a lot of people were kind of upset at him because he shouldn't be doing what he was doing, which is using this dog for his bullshit protection thing. Because if you don't know what's happening with him, there's a lot of people in his head. A lot of people who call themselves management this, management that, blah 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 blah, and it has been amalgamated into a person that has mental illness, really freaking out and making matters worse for some people's enjoyment. So this was over the summer 2023. He got the dog from Longmont Humane Society, which is an animal shelter in the area. He had this dog. The dog is now in good spirits and good shape. So thankfully that. And this whole Walmart incident explains to some extent what happened to the dog, as well as how he got arrested. So let's go. If you guys are confused, just ask me any and all questions. I will be. What did he do? He freaked out in Walmart, messed up a lot of things, broke a lot of things, and lost his dog and got bloodied.
I got my dog now.
Just relax for me, okay?
I got my dog now. And then I got a text in the parking lot.
Just relax. Just relax. We're gonna get figured out what's going on, and then we can go from there.
It's this one.
Very given DLF. A lot.
Here, I don't want to hurt your arm. So until we get figured out, we're just detaining you. All right?
Okay.
You just relax. Three Tom 26. We've got him detained. Everything's calmed down. We'll start with the three we've got. Figure out what we've got going. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, she's waiting over here first.
There we go. Would you be more comfortable sitting up?
Oh man, he really freaked
Sit
out.
up. Already got a bit of a mess. It works, right?
What's your name, bud?
Daniel? Daniel, what's your last name?
Larson.
Take a couple breaths for us. The only way we're going to be able to figure out what's going on is if you can calm down and tell us, all right? So you need to take a few breaths and get to where you can talk normal.
All right, so in this aftermath, his dog got stolen by somebody who said that they were a veterinarian, and he freaked out. He smashed up a bus. He was smashing up, the carpet cleaner that you can rent from Walmart. He smashed the screen up for that, so that's a lot of money. And he still has cases because of this incident, the Walmart incident back in the summer, and before Christmas in December, he has the Olive Garden incident that we're going to watch right after this to deal with. And these incidents are creating havoc in his life because, as I just said, he was arrested yesterday for being a fugitive of justice for not showing up to his court cases properly. Because with anything, the worst thing you can do is get yourself into more trouble by not showing up for your court cases.
What's your birthday, bro?
Someone stole his dog, but it wasn't a negative, it was a positive. Like I said, that dog had no reason to be in a bad situation because of Daniel Larson. That dog was a beautiful dog that Daniel Larson got from the pound. Whoever the hell gave Daniel Larson that dog did a disservice to that animal, because that animal could have been starving along with Daniel Larson. Can you imagine somebody? I can understand everybody, might need a pet, especially if you might have sensory or social issues. I get that, but the dog doesn't need to be on the streets in the cold and starving, because at that point in time, Daniel Larson didn't know where his next meal was coming from. So don't do that to animals. I hate when I see that sort of stuff. Yeah, so somebody rescued the dog essentially.
You want me to go talk to the butcher, see what's up there?
Sure.
I'll start there.
Okay. Yeah, so I think it's like maroon shirt. She should be standing by the service desk. Yeah.
Coming in.
Daniel, we got the paramedics coming to check on you, okay? All right, what's going on today?
So I just bought a dog, adopted a dog 2 days ago, and I'm a singer-songwriter, and I got a massive internet fan base.
Okay.
And I just had some fan walk up to me over at the Good Times. I was sitting outside, and just walked up on me.
Okay.
I was giving my dog water because I was going to be staying at the Motel 6. I don't have a room yet.
Okay.
I was going to be staying at the Motel 6. I am currently homeless,
Okay.
so I don't have money.
Sure.
Good for you, Edna, for adopting a senior cat. 2 cats that I've come to learn when I was even adopting my own animals, and whenever I volunteer at a shelter, is that there's 2 kind of pets. When it comes to, even with cats, 2 pets that a lot of people don't like to adopt. A black cat, no matter if they're young, middle-aged, or old, or senior cats. A lot of senior cats out there need love, care, and attention, but not a lot of people want to adopt senior cats. There was even a trend in society where people would literally get kittens, and as soon as that cat turns from a kitten into a mature cat, they would get rid of the cat. And I thought that was horribly sick thing to do. Don't get rid of your family members. I could never even picture as my family members, my 2 fur babies stare at me right now because it's dinner time 18 minutes ago. They're on a strict schedule. I could never even think of giving them away. I'll be worried sick every single night, wondering what happened to my family members and if they're being treated right. Like, these cats eat before I do. I want to have my dinner right now, but I got to do this stream. I'll just have my dinner after, but my cats are always fed. They're healthy. They go to the vet. You got to take care of these cats. But yeah, black cats and senior cats are the last type of cats to be adopted.
I pretty much spent all my money on the dog.
Okay.
I was going to use it as a guard dog for my puppy.
Okay.
And this person, who I guess has a background in, because she told me, drove up in the car, told me that she was a veterinarian, and just randomly grabbed my dog from me
Okay.
on leash and just immediately ran to the car while I was still sitting down. I grabbed my stuff. By the time I got over to the car, just drove off
Okay.
with the dog.
Okay.
That I literally just spent all my money. Not all my money, but 99.9% of my money.
Sure.
And then I panicked because I just went to PetSmart and I bought $100 worth of stuff. Almost.
Really?
And like I said, I just don't have a lot of money because I'm homeless.
Where's all your stuff at right now?
All I know is it's in the entryway, kind of just right
Okay.
over there. And I panicked. I panicked because I'm homeless. My popularity, I wanted a guard dog, and it just, I just freaked out. I tried to come over here for help, over to Walmart. I was just panicked, and
Is that why you were hitting yourself and all
that's
that?
why I was hitting myself.
Okay.
Because I was panicked.
Okay.
I didn't mean to do it all what I was doing. I just came in.
If you're
and
new,
just me.
if you're new to the Larson verse, that's a common theme with Daniel Larson. He will repeatedly hit himself on camera whenever he's frustrated or he's angry. Not only will he hit himself, but he'll also hit other people. So you got to be aware. In fact, one of the reasons his mother doesn't want him around and they have, how do you put it, bad blood with each other is because of the hitting, the assaults that has occurred with her. His mother, by the way, doesn't want anything to do with him. She is in a wheelchair and she needs her own helper. As well as Daniel really doesn't want to do anything with his mother based on allegations, whether unfounded or not. It really depends on what your mindset is of how do I put it? Trigger warning. There are unsubstantiated rumors that his mother was diddling him, and that's how he has come to become who he is right now. You know how the saying is, it's a generational thing, and you got to break the cycle where if somebody has done stuff to an individual as a child, there is, I forgot how the percentage is, but there is a huge chance that that same person will do the same sort of abhorrent thing to somebody else in turn.
I'm crying pretty much, and just they told me to leave. I refused.
Exactly,
Because I
random
wanted to
generational
go there
trauma.
and ask for help. By that time, two people, two of the employees were just being overly aggressive, which freaked me out more, and I acted on fear.
Okay.
That's
All right.
basically what
Paramedics are here. We'll talk a little more after they get a chance to talk to you. You said Daniel Larson?
it's the end. Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't put hands on anyone at first.
This is Daniel. This is all self-inflicted.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are speculating, that his mother might have done something to. But remember, she is in a wheelchair, amongst other things, and she has a lot of health and mental issues as well. So I'm not sure how substantiated that is. All I'm doing is looking at the history. It could or couldn't have happened, but the first time Daniel Larson ever got in trouble with the law was in 2017 for beating on his family member. So please keep that in mind. Like, it was a pretty brutal beating.
Stay away.
Okay. This started over an argument about someone taking, or an incident where someone took his dog and he panicked. He didn't really know what he was doing.
Okay. Daniel, can I get some vitals on you?
Yes.
Daniel, what's your date of birth? I'll go ahead and take a look. Before there, all you got is blood sugar. You look at me there, Daniel? How'd you do this to yourself? Your own fist?
Yeah. And then those two guys over there.
Yeah, random. He will hit anybody. He even beat up Bob Proctor, and Bob Proctor has given him tens of thousands of dollars. Like he will not stop. It's just you can put it anyways. Maybe it's his attitude, maybe his mental illness, maybe a combination of the lot. But Elizabeth, which is his mom, paralyzed and in a wheelchair, was suddenly and deliberately struck a multitude of times by Daniel when he was 18. So that was back in 2017. He was actually sentenced to 44 to 45 days in jail for hitting his mother, and that was just 9 days before his 19th birthday. So I it, I'm telling you, he does have a history of getting violent with people and actually hitting them. He's done it to his mom, he's done it to Bob Proctor, and he's done it to other people. Yes, I would say the same thing. That your early childhood is the concrete foundation for who or what you will become. You learn so much.
Oh yeah. And then I thought he went through the cosmetics section.
He did, but they cleaned it up. Yeah.
Come on.
Daniel Larson right now is 25 years old. Birthday will be in November. And he's, as far as I see, he's out of the county jail, which was Douglas County Jail, when I checked at the start of this live stream. So there's a screen of units. So this is the rapid rent carpet cleaning machine. You know, the regular ones that you have that you can rent from Walmart and other places. So he smashed the screen. These screens can be pretty expensive, right? Because look at this. This has to be completely replaced. Like, it's such a waste. I know people, you get angry, but you gotta control your anger sometimes. But not only did he smash that, he smashed something else, which is way more expensive. You'll see though. Back to the big back. The whole crew had to be called. Ambulance, fire, I'm pretty sure. Police.
Give me a rundown what we got going on. Okay, so I was just sitting waiting for my shoppers.
I'm out. Where did this footage come from? If you've noticed, this is on the body cam of all the cops. So what people do with people like Sarax, Daniel Larson, who else do they do it to? A lot of the, and I hate using this word, but I gotta use the word. A lot of these lol cows, people will request the footage under FOIA, and the agencies give you the footage. So that's all they have to do. This is cop footage. You can act. Yeah, of course you can. It's your right to access this. So this is why there's the Freedom of Information Act, FOIA. So all you got to do is go either there's the process is you just contact the local department. You fill out a form, you pay whatever you need to pay, and then they'll send you the footage. It's your right as a citizen or a resident of the United States to know what's going on in your community, in your state, or wherever else. So this is your right. So people just FOIA this information and put it on YouTube.
Special, I sit right here in the front, and he started walking in front of the bus. Okay. And he was swinging that,
swinging a leash.
Okay. And it just hit the window and
whack. And so
Well, that had
the
to wake
guy
you
was
up.
following behind him. A man was following behind him, and he has a black guy, Hispanic man, wearing a gray shirt and blue jeans. And he was like trying to stop him.
Okay.
And then that guy kept on going. Well, the guy with the black eye tried to get on my bus, and he was just like, I was like, no, this is for the seniors. And he was like, well, I'm a senior, I'm getting on this bus. And I said, no, you got to get off.
Okay.
And then by then I was already calling dispatch.
Good.
And then I called it. So they should be sending a supervisor
Okay,
and
very
transit
good.
police. Came back into the store, and then he walked back out towards Wadsworth.
Okay.
And he was saying
About
something
how old?
about something being lost. It was about his 50, 60.
Okay, is that, this may be separate. Well, no, this is an RTD bus. It's just a senior bus out on the parking lot of Walmart. And
So in his brazen frustration, what Daniel Larson does, he doesn't think, he just acts out of anger, and then he will hit, lunge, punch, pull, push whomever or whatever is in his way. So what he did was he tried to get on the bus. It was a senior's bus. You know how in areas, even in my area, there's different types of transportation, right? And when I was living in Florida, Southern Florida, they used to have the local community bus. Back then, you paid literally a quarter and you could ride around in your local community to get to your spots. And then, of course, you get your city transportation, which is typically goes along the main roads, right? And all over the world, they have the same thing, and they have it there in Colorado. I think this was, I forgot which, I think this was Boulder or Denver. I gotta make sure it's right. But of course, they have the seniors bus, and then you got your local bus and other means of transportation.
the Hispanic male that I just described was associated just prior to the breaking in the windshield. Like, if you could jump over the wall, they're right there. So just make a right and then a left.
My question.
Yeah, in the chest area, pretty
Guy
much.
over at the Walmart who was having
Either on their center of the chest or to the left or towards the right. Different cops were different ways, but typically it's on the chest area is where the body cam is.
very bad day.
It's Boulder, okay.
He said, I think he might have been in here or was coming in here.
Does he have a dog?
Yes.
German Shepherd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I received a phone call on him that the dog was in distress. And the customer was going to call animal control
Okay.
to check on the dog because he felt the dog was in distress.
Sure.
I never seen him in the store. I only seen him out here adjusting his collar or something, and then he got into his backpack, and I didn't see him anymore.
Okay. Because according to him, someone took his dog.
Took his dog?
Yeah, while he was sitting over at the Good Times. So I just wondered if you guys knew anything about that.
No.
He was just hanging out outside there.
So he was right outside these windows here.
Okay.
Was the only time that I saw him. I didn't see him in here, but
Okay.
again, I run around all over the place.
Sure, yeah.
And then when the customer called me, I said, I don't know if he's part of the homeless camp that's over here in the area. He goes, well, I'm going to call animal control because the dog's in distress. So they need to go over there and figure out what's going on with the dog because he was panting, I guess, a lot.
This is probably the worst day to be a German Shepherd out.
You hear that? The dog was literally panting, probably had some sort of arrhythmia with the heart. Because if you noticed, with the person when they came up said that your dog, something was, the dog wasn't breathing or the heartbeat was off because of how the dog was panting really hard. So that is why Daniel said he was trying to give his dog some water, but he should know better. He should have already had water on him if he's had this dog, and he only had this dog for 2 days. You have your dog for 2 days in the peak of summertime. Of course you're gonna need water for your damn dog, especially when your dog has to literally walk everywhere with you without any type of shelter from the sun because you're homeless. Yeah, so his dog was panting and everybody could tell. So good that somebody took the dog. That dog was in for a hell of a ride with this man, and it's only been 2 days.
Yeah. And he said he was really hot. Again, when I looked at the dog, I only saw the top part of the dog. So he was doing something with the collar on him or something.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
no
let's try to figure out what
Okay.
happened. But they
All
were
right.
going to call animal control, you said?
Animal control was going to be called. He goes, I'm calling them right now. They need to go assess that dog.
And it was just a customer that came in the store, or was it?
Yeah, he said he was in the store and then he was going to drive to work. He's in the area.
Okay.
I said, okay. Yeah, because they were like right here.
Who gave him the
That's where they
dog?
were
The
at.
shelter.
They kind of walked that way, and I kind of did one.
Shelter mistakenly
Yeah,
gave him
I
the
didn't know if
dog.
maybe they went over that way or they.
I don't know how the shelter gave him the dog, because shelters these days are very peculiar with who they give animals. Because even with my application, I had to fill in an application. They did, a check on me, asked me if I had any other animals, asked me all types of questions. Where am I with pets? What kind of pets have I had before? How the hell were they giving homeless Daniel Larson a dog just out of nowhere? Some people just, have these animals fall through the cracks, which is actually sad in many ways, because then you never know who you're giving an animal to. It could be a very abusive person.
Were you on the bus when it happened?
No, I was in there. You were? You were safely shopping?
Yes.
Good. Yeah. Were any of you guys on the bus when the windshield thing happened?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry?
I don't understand.
Oh,
Excuse me.
oh, thank you. Were you? No? Were you on the bus when it happened?
Yeah.
You were sitting on here when it happened? Okay. Did you see the guy that was swinging the bag around?
Yeah, I seen him take. I heard him. He broke our window. I seen a kid running that way.
Okay.
He looked like a junior high. I don't know how tall he was, but he had a back.
What? You think a 24-year-old man looks like he's in junior high? Are you kidding me?
Sweatshirt or a dark blue one. Pretty thin, young man.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so as well, Wig. I think it was a slacking of checking people's backgrounds, doing vet checks, whatnot, asking questions. So there you go. There is the cracked windshield of a bus, which is extremely expensive, which he has to pay for. That's a huge fine. Let me check how much a bus windshield costs.
Scale.
Right.
Yeah, that way it just shows the
Pictures
size.
doesn't do it justice.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that's a pretty much a hit.
It is.
It just was right at the right angle, I think.
Oh, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty
It's
expensive.
like a big old rocket, isn't it?
Yep.
Couple $100 at
So I
least,
don't think
right?
he did it on purpose. I think he was just swinging
I think he
that
has some
thing.
stuff going on.
Yeah.
I don't think it
Yeah.
was intentional,
No.
but he went inside and caused quite a disturbance
Yeah,
in
that
there
was
too.
scary. Yep.
Yeah.
Passengers were scared from that.
As far as I'm concerned, y'all can leave whenever you want if you're
Okay.
comfortable. That's between y'all, but we're done with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. That's my last passenger.
That's your last one? Okay.
Yep.
Let me
So-
call dispatch. Let them know.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
I hope the rest of our day is
I
way
know,
more boring.
Everything goes good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just the backpack that he took, and he had some kind of lanyard that he did
It's like
with
a
the
dog leash, I think.
dog leash. Okay, he did with the bus with that,
Yeah, and that's what busted the windshield.
and then other than that, I didn't see it after that.
Okay.
So I don't know if he had it in here or not. If he did, he didn't use it on me.
His face was fine. They kept on punching us out.
Oh, he was
You could see him in the
punching
video.
his face.
Okay.
He was like putting his face down.
Well, the folks in the bus described the other guy as having a black eye.
The lady roll up in the car. Where was this at the PetSmart?
So this was right across from the PetSmart.
Okay.
I was sitting at like the picnic table area at the Good Times,
Okay, that's right. You did say that.
and it was. I know I don't want to sound crazy with my popularity, but it was a fan, like
Okay.
supporter of my career.
Do you know them?
I don't know them by name, but I've met up with them once before,
Okay.
and we got lunch. She paid for my lunch, so I kind of knew her, not fully, but I knew who she was, what she looked like, and I recognized her.
Do you know a screen name or anything like that?
I
YouTube
don't.
handle?
My YouTube.
Well, I know yours.
I
But
don't know her.
Just hers. Okay. Can you describe her for me?
She was a white female, kind of. I want to
I think he really does need to go back under people's supervision. But if you know Daniel's history, he has fired a lot of his care workers. I think what was the last person was Riva, if I remember, and she got fired. When did Riva go? Let me look that up. So Riva was one of his case managers, right? And I think she got let go in and around this time last year. Before that, it was Ian. Before that, Kelly. Before that, Jody, Andrew, and Jonas.
I say mid-size, kind of like you, muscles.
Okay.
She's wearing glasses. The glasses, I don't want to say were black glasses, but they were dark-ish. I can't make it out. As far as what she was wearing, I don't really know. I don't remember.
Okay.
What I can say is she had tattoos on her legs, so she was wearing shortish pants, I should say. She had tattoos.
Okay.
The tattoos were just randomish tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot. So
anything stick out as far as what? Any designs?
Maybe like just one on or two on both of her legs.
All right, so he's talking about whoever took his dog. So I guess they're investigating that. I guess they would, right? Because stealing somebody's property is stealing somebody's property. No, I hate to say like that, but unfortunately, in places like Canada and America, animals are still considered property, even though for me personally, I consider them family. So the officer is taking notes on whoever stole Daniel Larson's dog. The issue did get resolved, though, and the dog was never brought back to him because he has no reason having a dog in the first place.
But it was like just flowers, like months, like like flowers with like lines.
Sure.
Just that type.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looked like.
So when you had lunch with her, what did you call
She
her?
had tattoos on her arms. When I had lunch with her, she just like met up with me in person, and she was like, "Hey, are you Daniel from social media? You have music on Spotify?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Hey, you want me to buy you lunch?" And we walked across the street.
When was that?
That was, I want to say, a month ago.
And she never gave your name or anything?
She never gave me her name.
Okay. You said she came up in a vehicle today? What kind of vehicle?
It was just it was a black,
He doesn't even
like regular car, like I want to say 4-seater.
Okay, yeah, that describes it. A black sedan.
Not new, not completely old and run down.
Okay.
So kind of mid size. When she came around and noticed me, she kind of just pulled up. I thought she was a normal guest.
Hey, American Girl, what's up?
Right. She told me that she
Does he qualify for assisted or subsidized living? Yeah, he does. He does qualify. But the thing is, the trolls made him leave a pretty cozy and amazing environment that he was in before. And that really started a lot of this homelessness and bullshit that he's been going through. Because where he was before, he was great. Everything was good. But then the trolls made him leave. So these are trolls that are acting as management / his manager, making him say and do things on TikTok, YouTube, getting his accounts banned, talking about Grace Vanderwall, masquerading as Grace Vanderwall, masquerading as other famous people, saying he's getting publication deals. He's going to be signed for this amount of money.
He has a friend that works there that's not there yet. My guess is she saw me in the area and, decided she was going to come, whatever. That's what I think happened from her perspective.
Okay.
Right? Is that she saw me and knew where I was, and she was already in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody called and told her to show up. I don't know. Like, it could have been teamwork with my popularity. She just, like I said, you might be able to see it on cameras, her on camera.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But she just came around as if she was going to the restaurant. She then came around, like looped, kind of like in a half crescent, kind of to me. She's like, hey, Daniel, just kind of talking normal. And it's like, how are you? Started talking. She just started coughing randomly. And she said, I just woke up not feeling well. I've been sick. And I'm like, okay. She goes over. She throws up on the sidewalk.
Okay.
I believed her because I saw that. She was behind something, so other than me hearing it, I don't know. But I believed it because she was coughing pretty viciously. It wasn't just, one cough.
Are there good trolls? I don't know, but there are certain trolls that are literally sexting Daniel even as we speak to try and get, I don't know, pics from him and stuff that they could post online. There's no way in hell I'm gonna waste hours of my time talking to Daniel to convince him I'm like Grace Vanderwall or I'm Tina Vanderwall or I'm a manager for his new agency that took over his contract or a love interest. But some people are dedicated. Some people will take the hours every single day to be sexting Daniel to try and get some PP pics from him, but not me.
And she came over again, started talking, is your dog okay? And I said, yeah, I'm about to get some good times for me and I'm going to get the dog some water. And she's like, okay. And just starts talking and is like, are you aware that your dog is skipping a heartbeat? And I'm a veterinarian. And I was like, no, I didn't know that. So just a normal conversation, kind of she started. And she's like, do you mind if I just walk your dog in a circle right here? She walked it like 1 time, 2 times. And then she started walking a little bit further. And I was just watching that, because she told me to keep an eye on, watching how the dog breathes. Of course, it was hot outside, so I believed it, right? I was just like concerned myself. And she then kind of went around back to her car. I watched as she went around. And then she just opened up the car door and I started to get up. I looked. I still had the leash.
Yeah, and she took the dog.
Hooked to the table because she brought her own, which I noticed was a little bit weird, but it was, I just didn't think about it at the time, right?
And then she took the dog in the car.
And she just, so
Which
the dog
way did
just
she
hopped
drive
right
off?
in. And then she went towards the PetSmart and then went right. And then by the time I got up and I went over, she was too far down. I didn't see which direction she went.
Okay. What's the
I
dog's?
got the dog, and she does have a chip,
Yeah.
and it's out of Boulder.
Okay.
What's
the dog's name?
Sorry, not Boulder. The Longmont Humane Society.
Okay. What's the dog's name?
It's Music.
Music?
Yes.
Of course he named the dog Music.
I paid $100, and then I paid like an extra $30 for all of her
Shots, vaccines, stuff.
I guess vaccines and stuff
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And then I have all the paperwork and stuff in my backpack. So I have all the details and just all the paperwork.
All right. Well, we'll try to check with Good Times, see if they have any video there, and we'll do a theft report. And if you hear anything, let us know.
And I was, the Motel 6. I was going to be staying there.
Yeah, I remember you saying. Okay. All right, I'll see what I can figure out. Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you. We'll see what we can find out with the pup. Okay. All right.
All right, so let's get into a more recent incident. And this is the incident that he got arrested over yesterday. And as far as I've seen, like I said, he's no longer in the Douglas County Sheriff's jail because I did do an inmate search. So I wonder what's up. I gotta check. Maybe he got transferred elsewhere because he wasn't in this city that he has to face court. Because I did do a court case lookup, and as far as I seen, the last the thing that's on his docket next. Let me look again. Is in later April. So let me check one more time. Load in the dockets. 25th of April at 2 p.m. is his review hearing in Boulder County. Remember, he wasn't arrested in Boulder County. He was arrested in Douglas County while he was coming back on the bus. So let's get to the Olive Garden incident. This happened in December. When was this? Let me try and remember. The Olive Garden incident, I think it was like, I don't want to say the wrong date, but it was like still within the first 15 days of December, because this was like the December to remember, because he had so much crap happening with him that it was incredible, like incident after incident after incident, over and over and over, and he kept on getting banned from so many places. All right, so let's go. Daniel Larson Olive Garden incident. This one is a doozy.
I see the footage. I'm being sent from Rick Yorn. I'm being sent like actual photos of Grace being assaulted by police right now. I have. So the Olive Garden incident, the trolls were really bad in this one. They were sending him fake stuff about Grace Vanderwall that of course he believed, because one, he's a gullible jackass, plus he does have mental health issues. So this founded a huge mess, and he was under a manager-fed delusion because he was attempted to get him and Grace Vanderwall a reservation at Olive Garden. So if you don't know who Grace Vanderwall is, it's the Grace Vanderwall. So it was a reservation at Olive Garden. It was him, Grace, plus I think 8 other people, or was it a reservation of 8 in total? I can't remember. But pretty much he was subsequently trespassed and kicked out of the restaurant. But he even tried to like citizens arrest everyone inside this restaurant. He pulled the fire alarm at the prompt of his chat. He was yelling swear words at the staff. It was really bad. I have full proof of Grace being assaulted. Coming in, pictures and everything. Okay, I mean, give me one more second. That's happening outside somewhere. I'm performing a citizen's arrest, so the FBI is outside. I have more than enough photos coming in. Okay. Who are you arresting? I'm arresting every single person here. I'm arresting all employees.
Did you notice how everybody got quiet real quick after he was like he's performing a citizen's arrest? Like, how the hell do you go up to like the group of like staff members with the managers and supervisors there and say you're gonna citizen arrest? And then they ask you, who are you citizen arresting? And he's like, everybody.
Arrest. So the FBI is outside. I have more than enough photos coming in. Okay. Who are you arresting? I'm arresting every single person here. I'm arresting all employees.
So you're telling me that you're a celebrity?
Yes.
Okay, so people take pictures of celebrities, right?
Right, but you were back in back.
Yes.
Printing off documents.
I was?
You said that and it's on video.
I was printing off documents?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna ask you to come over here actually. Over here. We've been very nice. Like, that's what I'm gonna tell you. You're not telling me, correct?
I am legally required to.
No, you can actually just leave now.
I don't have to leave. The FBI is here. I have fucking photos.
Okay, sir, this is what I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna calm down right now. You're gonna stop filming me, or I'm gonna call the police and they're gonna remove you from here. I know that's what you want. I know that's what you're famous for on Talk, but we are not doing this. You're gonna curse at me again, or you're going to leave.
I never cursed.
Okay, sir.
This lady is very well aware of him because a few too many people that do work public service is very aware of Daniel Larson in the Denver, Colorado, Golden, Colorado area, because he is a menace to people. He's been banned at many places, and it seems this lady, either she Googled him when he started becoming a menace, or she's already aware of him because he is very infamous in that locale, where as soon as you see him coming around, you know he's trouble. So this lady is very aware of who he is.
What I'm gonna tell you right now is you're gonna stop filming and you're going to leave, or I'm going to call the police right now.
Go ahead and call the police.
Thank you. I will. We're done.
I just got sent pictures and photos of Grace being assaulted. I'm not gonna just sit here and call those photos fake. I got sent them from the fucking FBI.
I'm gonna ask you again about the person. There's children in here. I'm gonna ask you again.
I have photos.
Did you lower your voice? Hi, 7655 West Avenue. Yes, 7655 West Avenue. I am Jonathan here. He's probably been here since 2:30. He's not from the tonight. Families right here. He's accusing us of bringing off documents and telling us he's going to get my entire staff arrested. And at this point, I would just like him out of the building. His name is Daniel Larson. He has like 22,000 followers on TikTok. It's a whole thing, which we were trying to not to at this point, we're done. Okay, thank you. That's something I just let him. Yeah. My name is Destiny Graham. Graham, G-R-A-H-A-M.
I just got word from the FBI and Rick Yorn, LBI Entertainment, that you are being sued.
Okay.
LBI Entertainment is one of the managers, by the way. I think they're still pretty active. I gotta check, but yeah, there have been multiple managers. Clark has been an infamous manager. LBI quit after this, kinda. Ever since the Olive Garden incident, LBI Entertainment hasn't been mentioned.
He's becoming belligerent. I've asked him to not film me. I'm literally watching him film me right now. He said he has the right to be here, basically, and he doesn't have to turn off his camera. It doesn't seem like he has weapons, but I don't know.
I don't have weapons. I don't carry weapons on me.
I don't think so. Like I said, he's been here since like 2:30, but he didn't have any alcohol. He's eating food.
Yeah, this was one of the worst ones. How does he communicate with his trolls, aka management? Yeah, social media DMs as well as calls and texts, because they'll have his number, right? What people typically do is they'll communicate through him through social media. Once they got his info, then they start maybe communicating through text and or calls. It really depends on who the troll is and what their purpose is and how anonymous they want to be. So based on that, some trolls get doxxed, other trolls don't. And some trolls are very, very infamous in the Larson verse.
No, it's all verbal. He just won't stop. Yeah, he's Caucasian. I want to. That's a tough one. How old do you think Daniel is?
25.
He's 25.
I'm performing a citizen's arrest.
Dark brown to black hair. He's wearing black pants, black shoes, a dark blue hooded jacket. No, they're like black pants, black shoes. Yeah. He's in the lobby.
Yep, Destiny Graham is her name. I got it. Yep, Destiny Graham is her name. I got it.
I know I would like that actually.
They're currently trying to trespass me. I just got notified that Rick Yorn at LBI Entertainment, who is the CEO, has called the head manager and the CEO of all Olive Gardens, and you're fired. They're working on firing you. They might be on their way, but don't know yet. Wow. So in other words, the police are also trolling along with you. So wow, that's a bunch of information now that I needed. Wow, thank you.
You're so welcome.
The police are now trolling as well. The police might show up. They don't even know. Okay. And I also got told that the employees are the ones that also leaked my location here, and now they're getting spam called.
I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're one of his followers. I don't know if you're from Russia. Okay, I thought maybe you wanted to. Okay, so I'm not going to go. I can't, not that. Okay. So I think just like, hey, come on in. Walk me into there. As soon as you finish that, they'll come in. Okay? That's weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sooner or later, the more he keeps doing this, the more people are gonna say he's gonna meet his match one day. And he has gotten into like crazy incidents. Can you rank the trolls as you see them in terms of harmfulness between Danielle, Cobra, Nal, Cyrex, and even Jessica Messica as a crew? Who are the worst trolls? Really? I gotta think about that, but I think Danielle Larson has some like really, really bad trolls. Like Jessica Messica is a bad troll in terms like she will try and get people unalived, which I really don't like. I don't like dark trolling. At least with certain people in the Larson verse, they're not trying to unalive the guy. They just wants to I don't know, shoot. What's the term again? Shoot the mick out of him. Take the piss out of him. That's what they're trying to do. But certain types of people, they really want you to no longer be alive, which I find completely disgusting. But yeah, the trolls do get him into serious legal trouble. But that's still a far cry from certain trolls that want you to DIE. You didn't know that, Edna? That's what the Mexicans want? I thought that was like a thing that is known throughout Go World and beyond. That the Mexicans started. Well, we all know where this started, but the Val situation got really, really bad because they wanted Val unalive. Then they started moving in between S Jam and Roman. Then they started with Purple Glitter, and then they go elsewhere. With the Mexicans, they have an unending thirst, is what I would say, because somebody has to be a constant target. So if Val isn't around, their target shifts to somebody else. Then that person becomes the target, and there's always going to be a target. So yeah, you didn't know that? Random. Wow, I thought everybody knew this. Like, they're super scary and very harmful.
I also the guy with the curly hair, that was sitting next to me here, he's undercover. So we have more than enough proof.
Wow.
All because we also tried to get another reservation. We tried to get a reservation. And the Vanderwalls are already here. They're outside. Being straight up harassed.
The delusions of
and that's part of the reason why the police won't even show up, is because they're already aware of everything going on.
I'm so bad. This is not escalation. Look back. I'm gonna trust her.
Take care.
Okay.
I still can't believe he's so brazen to literally stay in this restaurant and wait for like the cops to show up, because he's still trying to do a citizen's arrest, and at the same time he's also still wanting that reservation because Grace and Tina Vanderwall are outside.
Okay. The guy with the curly hair that was sitting right next to me right here was undercover.
Hi there, Indigo Queen. Who is showing up to meet them? You mean in the video with Daniel Larson? He's saying that Grace Vanderwall, along with Tina Vanderwall and crew, is supposed to be showing up at the Olive Garden, but that is just trolls telling him that, and he's believing them.
And I also got sent pictures from what's going on outside too, so I am more than aware. Emergency, we need you.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Of course. Like once you get in an argument with a food service worker, I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm not even coming back. I ain't getting no extra spit in my food.
Yeah, I guess I
No, he didn't. He's doing it. Oh no. OMG. That is such a crime. And he just calmly just like stays there. So management told him to do this. Let me try and look up which management was it? Was it LBI that told him? I'm not really sure if it was LBI specifically that told him to pull the fire alarm. I think it was the prompt of his chat was like, pull the fire alarm, and he just did it. This is how he's controlled. And that is such a serious thing to do. You don't pull fire alarms like that. Not only are you making the restaurant lose their business, which they can easily sue you for, now he's committed a crime because that's he did it when there is no fire.
They're calling 911 again. They're calling 911 again. And now they're joking that was actually funny. Now the managers are joking that was funny.
Thank you for having me.
The managers are the ones escalating this. And I got pictures going on. Let me see. I'm being sent more pictures. We have the FBI coming in. When you pulled it, run. Give me 1 second. I'm reading all the messages I'm getting. Might want to get out of the area. No, I got sent pictures. Let me see here.
He's just like casually reading and replying to his messages. After he did that, wow.
Okay, and then
I think in the next day or two we'll go over the old Chicago incident because that one was really weird.
I'm waiting at this point to perform the citizen's arrest. So I'm waiting until the police show up and I will explain everything. Let me see. What is the Federal Bureau of Investigation saying? They are saying, Daniel, we have been advised that you need to run. Nice job trolling! That's pretty funny. I have proof that you guys were back in the back printing off my nudes off of a website.
What?
I have the Federal Bureau of Investigation in contact with me. I have an investigation going on.
You're talking about it.
I don't have to. I'm waiting for the police to show up.
Why would people be at the back of a restaurant printing off his nudes off a website?
It's getting ridiculous at this point.
I don't know why the police aren't showing up because you guys have already called a long time ago. You guys have been trolling this entire time.
Has Daniel been on a live shoving stick stuff up his ass? Daniel has been on a live like flashing himself. Daniel has created videos of him jerking off to Grace Vanderwall when she was underage. Do I recall him? I can't recall that, but let me look that up. I do believe he has done butt stuff like 2 years ago. But I can't recall. Let me look that up though.
I'm still inside the Olive Garden. I'm aware. You guys sent me the pictures.
Oh boy. He has done stuff with putting stuff up his ass. That is not only sobriety Jack, but he's done the same thing. Holy crap. Why? Oh my god. That's so disgusting. Like, why the hell would he do that? That's sick.
They were just, the managers were just saying that they have contacted corporate, and corporate is refusing to come out. And they've also called the police, and the police are also refusing to come out. So we're waiting. I don't know what's going on. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is also claiming that they're in contact and turning everything down until further notice. And they're telling me to leave. I am refusing to leave right now for my own safety. And fire trucks just showed up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
He's saying the police is refusing to show, but they're not refusing to show. They're just taking a while to show up there. But now the firefighters are there, and the police are just behind them. Yeah, it does cost thousands for firefighters to show up, so that's why you got to be careful. Not only that, but like I said, the business can sue him for falsely pulling the fire alarm, which can be thousands of, or maybe even tens of thousands of lost revenue.
How we doing?
I'm waiting for the police to show up.
Okay. What's going on tonight?
I will not say until the police show up. I'm filing for a citizen's arrest.
Okay. Do you need any medical attention?
I don't.
No?
Nope. Jay did not tell me to pull it.
Exactly, Ziggy. Because it is a disturbance. Yeah, people will want a discount or a refund, and you got to refund people, you know, just to be courteous because their meal has been ruined, the ambiance has been ruined.
I'm aware that the FBI is saying the police are trolling. I'm aware. I don't care. I will explain everything that's going on. I don't care if they're trolling.
He is completely delusional. He thinks the FBI is saying that the police are trolling. Like, somebody wants this man to no longer be alive. Like, they're gunning for him to no longer be alive right then and there.
I don't care. I got video proof. I am great. I got video proof of all the things that were said. Hi. Yes, I do. I have information that is extremely important with the managers here. My name is Daniel Larson. I'm a upcoming celebrity.
I have no issues with the Olive Garden. When I went to the Olive Garden, I mean, it's good. Would I rank it the same as the Cheesecake Factory? It really depends on, what you like from the Cheesecake Factory versus the Olive Garden. I would say the Olive Garden is like the same as Applebee's. Now, do we have Olive Garden in Canada? As far as I know, not in Ontario. There is Applebee's in Ontario, though. Well, a few Applebee's. I used to go to the one just west of Toronto. There's one east of Toronto and north of Toronto. And there's Applebee's in Niagara Falls, two of them actually. So I like Applebee's. I have no problem with Applebee's. Olive Garden, when I used to go to Olive Garden, I had no problems with Olive Garden. Cheesecake Factory is pretty good.
Dating another singer-songwriter named Grace Vanderwall. I'm in contact with her management, LBI Entertainment, and the CEO of LBI Entertainment, Rick Yorn. Okay. I am also in contact with Grace Vanderwall's, because that's a celebrity I'm dating. I'm in contact with her security and her parents. Okay. Now I have proof from her security. Okay. Which is based out of California, that the managers here I have a subreddit called the Daniel Larson subreddit, and the managers here who actually know me, I've been coming here for months, okay, were leaking my nude photos from one platform to the subreddit. And then I started getting notified from Grace Vanderwall's security. We were trying to get a reservation for tonight, and the managers here wouldn't let us book the reservation, and I was already getting my meal, everything. I was waiting for them to show up, if that makes sense. Okay, but the night kind of went down. I was sitting, eating. I had reservation for 6. I got word that the reservation is going to go up to 8 people, okay? And that we're going to have the FBI show up, okay? Then I got notified what the managers were doing. When I found out that my service wasn't coming up to me, they were ignoring me. I was sitting for close to, I want to say, 2 hours with 0 service. Okay, I got notified from my security, which I have through LBI Entertainment in Hollywood, that the managers were in the back printing out photos. So I don't know what they were doing. They said that they, after they started filming and trying to perform a citizen's arrest.
These cops are so patient. Because in some areas, the cops are just haul his ass out of there. Like, they're not there for the bullshit.
Out of suspicion from what I was being told, right? And I'm being told to perform this from LBI Entertainment, okay? And the Federal Bureau of Investigation. So they are aware of everything. I have been filming. I have over 3 hours of video footage of the managers admitting that they were in the back printing out documents. They didn't say what documents, and they also didn't call the police for over an hour after that. So I have suspicion to believe that the documents that they were printing were nude photos of me.
How the hell do you make that jump?
Where do you have like all the notifications from?
I'm in contact through text with Grace Vanderwall, LBI Entertainment. I am in contact with a Secret Service investigator out of Denver field office and the FBI. And I've been notified by everyone on what's going on.
Do you have like
Yikes.
I do. Give me 1 second.
We're done with the
Time, and I've been in. it's been me here this entire time, and I've been in contact through text, trying to book the reservation and try to get it safe enough in Denver, because I'm dating them, like I said. And when I got approval from the Federal Bureau of Investigations and LBI Entertainment, I showed you the text, to hold the fire alarm. And after I did that, I had full proof of everyone just laughing. And then they pulled it like 3 more times.
Right, Ziggy?
And like over an hour ago is when they said that you guys would be showing up. And I've been filming the entire time.
It's so cringy. What he's saying.
My first
What
name
he's
is Daniel,
doing.
Daniel, and my Daniel.
Last name?
Larson, Larson.
What's your date of birth?
11/15/1998. And I also phone number. Can I do email if that works?
Yeah, that's fine.
Email would be
FBI and LBI on the case. Both of them. I don't know what goes through some people's heads when they do this and tell him to do these things that could have such a detrimental
and I
effect
just
on his
got an
life.
apartment, and I'm moving in later this week.
Do you have the address for that apartment?
Not quite yet, because I'm getting the keys later this week.
Perfect. All right.
I did book it online though.
Hang tight for me, okay?
Thank you. And then also I did have one other person undercover that was for the Vanderwall team themselves come in here earlier.
Okay.
So they were, I don't know, I guess they're still here. Let me see. Apparently there is somebody of the name of Clark and Travis that were involved in a possible leakage of the location as well. And those are just the first names that we know of. But I'm being sent that from Tina Vanderwall.
I think the laws actually might be changed, the Ziggy, that the trolls will soon be held responsible for like what people do. I know that if you put in certain calls, or that one case that took precedent where somebody got swatted, the cop showed up, unalived the guy, and whoever was part of the swatting got some jail time. I think that was a good thing, because more and more this keeps happening to a lot of people.
In text.
Is that from a different number, or is that from that same number?
That is from Tina's number, not Rick Yorn. I have Rick Yorn's number, I have Tina's, I have Grace's, Grace Vanderwall's, and then I have one other person that was also impersonating to be Rick Yorn, and then we caught them.
So basically, out of all the contacts tonight, it's Rick and then Tina. That you've been in contact with?
Yeah, I've been in contact with for a long time, for like years. And we were supposed to have dinner here, and I was supposed to meet up with them. And we were trying to book the reservation. And then it was clear that the managers were like, you can book a reservation, but we're not going to get the food.
He's calm because I think he believes he's in the right for pulling their fire alarm or for being disgusted that they didn't want to serve him. I think that's where the calmness is going, but he's totally in the wrong, not in the right. What he did was wrong. You know, you can't demand a reservation because you think you're a big time musician, and then you think Grace Vanderwall is a big time celebrity and performer. You just can't do that.
And then it slowly went downhill. And then I got word that they leaked my location, the managers leaked my location, and then started posting stuff to like a subreddit. So my location is fully doxed publicly. And then the manager, I also know because I've been coming here for months.
Yeah.
Which makes me believe that they know who I am. And that's part of the reason why they're trolling. Is they're jealous of my success.
Yeah, so you have a big following on YouTube.
I don't. I do have a Colorado state ID. Yes. 11/15/1998.
Yeah, you have quite the following on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Even the cops know. Big time YouTuber, big time TikToker. It's been confirmed he's actually been released as per court order. That happened earlier today. So he is currently, as per the Daniel Larson, aka the Danderson Wiki, he is missing. He could come on social media right now because the last time we saw him was indeed yesterday, right before he got arrested. And he's already out, so he could be live anytime now. He probably is talking to management, is what we will call them. People who have a vested interest in trolling Daniel Larson repeatedly and consistently.
Am I able to get Rick's number real quick?
Yes. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna. Guns. So I might need an escort somewhere. Just because of that, I don't know why they're here. Probably because of how many views this got. They probably decided they were going to show up.
Oh. Yeah, I know I saw him drive up north on Watts, so I think they're gone now. But.
Yeah, I don't know. But I've seen them before, like I said, drive around blocks. Yeah. It's same thing in Boulder, same car.
Right.
Do you have a Clarkson?
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, he looks totally out of it. But like I said, man, these cops are extra patient. You go certain places, those cops don't even play around. They're like, we're not even going to play around with you. You get the hell up out of here. You do this, you do that. Some cops are just like that. Other cops are like super cool and will be lenient. But it also depends on how many calls they have back to back to back, right? Because, you know, you don't get your calls perfectly spaced out. So some cops can get really pissed off when they have like emergencies they got to go to, but they got to still deal with your bullshit.
And I actually was notified that the police were already called around like close to 5 o'clock. Okay. And the managers were going around the entire location inside going like, well, they are claiming they're not showing up. Yeah. So they were just ignoring everything. And so I was like, I don't know if they're going to show up. I don't know what. And that's why I was told to pull the fire alarm, is because I mean, for somebody to go on like a subreddit, my own subreddit, and then claim that like in a post that like they are an Olive Garden manager, and then post my nudes is kind of crossing the line.
You're right.
And then it's like I have to have suspicion that it's a manager here, especially if they're claiming to be Olive Garden.
Exactly. Alrighty. And then what was the security company's name? What is that called?
So
IB something. I can't remember.
LBI Entertainment is actually Grace Vanderwall's entertainment management, and they also handle security, from my understanding. and I am just signing up with them this week, and that's why I'm like no longer putting up with shit.
Why are you saying the McDonald's employee at Spadina and King? I have been to that one, Spadina and King. I have. Man, that McDonald's at Spadina and King is hella busy. Holy crap. Yeah, every time I'm at Spadina and King, man, it's so busy there.
That makes sense.
Shout outs to all those in and around the area.
But yeah, Clark and Travis are both, from my understanding, were at the location, and they were undercover, seeing everything that was going on. And they work directly for the Vanderwalls.
Okay.
All right, like I said, Danielle could be on live any moment
And then
now.
also, don't know if this is probably not that big of a deal, but it's like an impersonation issue. We were having, because of my location being breached, not only because I was live, but I was notified as well that the managers were posting my location. And I was told that my uncle, from the manager actually, that my uncle Bob booked a reservation when I already had a reservation, and I don't have an uncle named Bob. I have a family member named Bob, but he's not an uncle.
Okay.
So I knew that that was not real, but I knew that Bob was. So I agreed that, like, yeah, I have a reservation because I was booking a reservation anyways. I didn't know if Bob was, like, because he's a family member, was showing up as well. I didn't know, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was like a whole mess to begin with. And we're trying to even, like, because the point of me coming here was for me to meet up with the Vanderwalls, so I can now have their security.
Okay.
And we have to have a safe location to meet up.
Yeah, in like a public location.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's why I came here, and of course they started trolling. And we've been having issues 3 days in a row.
Okay. So were you here yesterday too?
Not here, but I was down, if you know the Colorado Center.
Yeah. Okay.
The Dave and Buster's down there, they served me a trespass just because they didn't want my popularity.
Or
I didn't do anything. They were just like, you're banned from all Dave and Buster's.
That's weird.
That is such bullshit. He's banned because he causes drama all the time.
It is weird. And then the movie theater, I was given an online ticket. The managers, two of the employees and one manager was like, yep, it's good. Go to room 8, your front row. So I go in there, I get the front row, and then about 10 minutes after the movie starts, they have another head manager come and then tell me, we need to verify your ticket. And then they tell me it's a fake ticket, and they kick me out. So 2 people told me it's real. Of course, I was sent it from LBI Entertainment, and then from Rick Yorn. And then it was approved, and then it was immediately, about 10 minutes later, here came the head manager, and they said it's not approved. So it's a whole mess because we believe that, like, we're being trolled as well.
Can I talk to you for a second, Dana?
Yes.
Interesting.
So I have a couple forms for you to sign, all right?
Sure.
So this first form, okay, this is a trespass notice, all right? It's a civil notice just saying you can't come back to this Olive Garden location for a year, okay? December 10, 2023, December 10, 2024, okay?
Okay.
So you can't come back here. If you do, you're subject to trespassing charges, all right?
All right.
What I need from you today is just a signature here, not a mission of anything, but just saying you understand that you can't come back to this location, okay?
Okay. And I don't want to.
Yeah, don't blame me.
Okay.
And then the date's over here, December 10th, 2023.
And then that's 12/10, 2023. Okay.
All right, and then next one. So this is a criminal charge, okay? So you are being charged with false reporting to authorities, okay, for pulling a fire alarm when there's no emergency, okay? Should just called us, okay? I understand that those people over online told you to do that. I'll make sure that's documented accordingly and everything like that, okay?
Okay.
Jefferson County.
So this is the same charge he was just in jail for yesterday because it keeps not showing up for court.
You have a court date February 13th, 2024 at the Jefferson County Courthouse, okay?
Okay.
1:15. If you sign here, not admission of guilt, just promising to go to your court date, okay?
Alrighty.
I'll give you all your copies here too. You do have a Denver warrant. Taken care of, okay?
I am aware of that, and I do plan on taking care of that.
Perfect, thank you. Just because I didn't get a physical ID from you, just one last thing, all right?
Yes.
I send a fingerprint. It's gonna be your right index finger. Hold on, just your right index finger there, and then there's straight up and down on that big old box right there, Freddie. Beautifully done.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me?
I don't.
Maybe 2 copies. You understand you can't come back here, right?
Yes.
So, and then.
Is that? Okay.
So your copies okay, Dana?
Thank you.
You are free to go. Enjoy your day.
All right. Thank you. I do have a question. Can you drive around the block just one time and see if that red car is still like in the area before I just head out?
Yeah.
For like extra safety.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna catch the bus?
Wow, they actually said yes. I was thinking there's that 99.99% chance the cops are gonna be like, no, F off. We're out of here. But they're actually gonna drive around the block to see if a red car is still following him around. Man, I tell you, these cops are patient as hell.
Red car is still like in the area before I just head out. Yeah, for like extra safety.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna catch the bus?
I'm gonna take the RTD light rail.
Okay. Are you gonna walk this way?
I'm gonna walk down Wadsworth.
Okay.
I don't know if you can do like a courtesy drive down there.
Probably not. The best option is probably go straight this way and then go up on the sidewalk. If you want to take the bus RTD, the bus stop's right over across the street at Walgreens.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. It's where you're going safely, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Patient as ever, man. We don't have cops like that around here. Or maybe because he's famous. They didn't mention his tens of thousands of followers on YouTube. Does he have teeth? He's got some teeth missing. He has like 2 big buck teeth in the front.
I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, some cops in some counties
And the
are
police
very
are gonna
angry.
stay there until I cross. Okay. So the police are gonna be more than aware. Awesome.
Are people smash that like button? I'll be back with more Daniel Larson stuff. I gotta figure out where he is, if he comes on or not. If he doesn't come on, I guess I'll just have to state that he's out of jail already.
Okay. And I just saw the red car. I'm gonna go back and notify them. I just saw the red car. You could drive around the corner. I'm gonna notify them. I just saw the red car go that direction. Okay. So just as I went over to that light, it drove around and then darted and then went down that way and then went into a complex right over there.
I think he's
across the
delusional.
street. Thank you.
Has to be delusional.
Okay.
All right, and that is pretty much it. The old Chicago incident is what I will play the next time, unless there's something like if he comes online or starts freaking out. As far as I know, his TikTok got removed. I can't remember when, but it wasn't that long ago. His TikTok got removed sometime last month. He no longer has a TikTok. I think he got removed like the 16th or the 17th of March. He's out of jail. He is somewhere. I guess he's keeping a low profile right now, so to speak. But I'll catch up with Daniel. Oh, he just posted 4 minutes ago, just got out of jail, and that he's back in debt. All right, then. So he is back to the community tab. People, thank you for joining me. Really do appreciate it. Smash that like button. Can I ask why delusional? Because he has a sense of grandeur when it comes to his celebrity status, if he even does have celebrity status. But he thinks highly of himself, is what I will say. People, thank you once again. Do appreciate ya. Stay tuned for more good stuff. And I'm out of here. Bye bye.